Let's practice English conversation.
How do you commute to work?
I ride my bicycle.
Isn't that tiring?
No, it's good exercise.
Do you take naps?
Sometimes on weekends,
How long do you nap?
just for about 30 minutes.
Do you pack your lunch?
No, I buy lunch at work.
Is there a good cafeteria?
Yes, they have many choices.
I take a quick shower every morning.
How long is your shower?
About 5 minutes. And yours?
Mine is usually 10 minutes.
I rarely exercise.
Why not? It's important for health.
Too lazy. I prefer relaxing. You exercise?
Yes, I try to stay active.
Do you take vitamins?
Yes, I take a multivitamin daily.
When do you take it?
I take it with breakfast.
I wear the same jeans every day.
Don't they get dirty?
A bit, but who notices? How many pairs do you have?
Just this one. I should buy more.
Do you have a daily commute?
Yes, I drive to work.
How long does it take?
About 30 minutes each way.
Grocery shopping is a weekly chore.
When do you go shopping?
Saturday mornings are best. Busy?
Not too bad. I go early.
How do you keep your home tidy?
I clean a little bit every day.
What's your cleaning schedule like?
I do different chores each day.
I enjoy a hot bath at night.
How often do you take baths?
Twice a week. Showers other days?
Yes, showers are quicker.
How do you get to work?
I take the bus.
Is it crowded?
Sometimes, but I like reading on the bus.
Do you drink tea?
Yes, I drink green tea.
When do you usually have tea?
I have tea in the afternoon.
I use paper plates to avoid washing dishes.
All the time?
Yeah, for every meal. Isn't that wasteful?
Probably, but it's so convenient.
Do you hit snooze on your alarm?
Every single day. How many times?
Usually about 5 or 6. Aren't you always late?
Yeah, I'm known for it at work.
Do you have a workout routine?
Yes, I alternate cardio and strength training.
How many days a week do you work out?
I try to work out 4 to 5 days a week.
My room is always a mess.
How bad is it?
Can't see the floor.
Ever clean?
Once a month, if I'm motivated.
Do you ever skip showering?
Yeah, sometimes on weekends. How often?
Maybe once a week. Is that gross?
A little. I shower daily.
I do laundry on Sundays.
How often do you do laundry?
Twice a week usually. Big loads?
No, I prefer smaller loads.
I meal prep on Sundays.
What kind of meals?
Mostly lunch for the week. Does it save time?
Absolutely. And it's healthier.
How often do you exercise?
I go to the gym 3 times a week.
What kind of exercise do you do?
I do cardio and weight training.
Weekends are for sleeping in.
How late do you sleep?
Until about 9 a.m. You?
I still wake up at 7 a.m.
Skipped my shower again today.
Nice. How many days in a row now?
5, I think.
New record?
Nah, my best is 2 weeks.
I binge watched an entire series last night.
How many episodes?
About 20. Didn't you work today?
Yeah, I'm exhausted now.
How do you relax after work?
I watch TV and read books.
Do you watch movies too?
Sometimes on the weekends.
I haven't done laundry in 2 weeks.
How do you have clean clothes?
I just wear the same things. Doesn't it smell?
A bit. I use extra deodorant.
Do you have any morning rituals?
I meditate for 10 minutes.
When do you do this?
Right after I wake up.
What's your favorite household chore?
I enjoy doing laundry.
Why do you like it?
It's satisfying to have clean, folded clothes.
I ordered takeout 3 times yesterday.
Wow, that's a lot. Different meals?
Nope, same order each time. Leftovers?
None. I ate it all.
How do you start your day?
I start with a glass of water.
That's healthy. Do you eat breakfast?
Yes, I have oatmeal most days.
Do you cook dinner every day?
No, I often order takeout.
What's your favorite takeout food?
I really like pizza.
Do you drink coffee late at night?
Yes, even right before bed. Affects your sleep?
Not really. I'm used to it. How many cups?
About 3 to 4 cups after dinner.
What's your morning routine?
I shower and get dressed.
Do you eat breakfast at home?
No, I eat at the office.
I love having smoothies for breakfast.
What's in your smoothie?
Bananas and berries. Do you make smoothies?
Sometimes. I prefer juice.
What's your favorite part of the day?
I love the early morning.
Why do you like mornings?
It's quiet and peaceful.
I haven't exercised in months.
Why not? Too busy?
No, just no motivation. Miss it?
Not really. I prefer the couch.
What's your favorite meal?
I love dinner.
Why do you like dinner?
I can relax and eat slowly.
Do you take public transport?
Yes, I take the subway.
Is it convenient for you?
Yes, there's a station near my home.
I pack my lunch for work.
What do you usually pack?
Sandwiches and fruit. Save money?
Yes, and it's healthier too.
I always make my bed in the morning.
Do you think it's important?
Yes, it starts the day right. How long does it take?
Just a couple of minutes.
Do you drink coffee?
Yes, I love coffee.
How many cups do you drink?
I drink 3 cups a day.
I sort my laundry before washing.
By color or fabric type.
Both, actually. Is it necessary?
It helps clothes last longer.
What's your usual bedtime?
I try to be in bed by 10:30 p.m.,
Do you fall asleep quickly?
usually within 15 to 20 minutes.
I haven't changed my bed sheets in a month.
That's pretty long. Why not?
Too lazy to do laundry. Isn't it uncomfortable?
I got used to it, honestly.
Haven't done laundry and can't remember.
Same here. How do you manage?
I just buy new underwear.
Smart. I've been going commando.
Do you plan your meals for the week?
Yes, I plan on Sundays.
Does it help you save time?
Definitely, and it saves money too.
How often do you do laundry?
I do laundry twice a week.
Do you iron your clothes?
Only my work shirts.
Do you have a nighttime skincare routine?
Yes, I cleanse and moisturize.
How long does it take?
About 10 minutes before bed.
Do you have a skincare routine?
Yes, I wash and moisturize.
When do you do this?
In the morning and before bed.
What's your favorite weekday meal?
I love making stir fry.
Is it quick to prepare?
Yes, it only takes about 20 minutes.
How often do you order takeout?
Maybe once or twice a week.
What's your go-to order?
I usually get Chinese food.
I snack a lot while working.
What kind of snacks?
Chips, cookies, candy. Healthy options?
Not really. I should change that.
I often procrastinate on important tasks.
How do you catch up?
I rush at the last minute. Stressful?
Very. I should plan better.
Do you play video games?
Yes, 4 hours every night. Favorite genre?
I love first-person shooters. Online or solo?
Mostly online with friends.
Weekends are for meeting friends.
What do you usually do?
We often have brunch. Where?
At a local cafe, usually.
How do you spend your lunch break?
I eat and chat with coworkers.
Do you ever work during lunch?
Sometimes if I have a deadline.
Do you work on weekends?
Sometimes I work on Saturdays.
What about Sundays?
Sundays are my rest days.
I often skip breakfast.
That's not very healthy. Why?
No time in the morning. You?
I always eat, even if it's small.
Exercise is important to me.
What kind do you do?
Mostly jogging and yoga. How often?
I try for 4 times a week.
What time do you leave for work?
I leave at 8:30 a.m.
How long is your commute?
It takes about 30 minutes.
What do you eat for breakfast?
I usually have cereal and fruit.
Do you eat the same thing every day?
Most days, but sometimes I have eggs.
Reading helps me fall asleep.
What kind of books?
Mostly fiction. How long do you read?
About 30 minutes usually.
How often do you change your sheets?
I change them every week.
Do you have a specific day for it?
Yes, I do it on Saturday mornings.
Jack orders takeout every single day.
That's so unhealthy. Doesn't he cook?
I don't think he even owns pots. Should we teach him?
Good idea. Basic cooking could help him.
I often skip lunch when busy.
That's not good. Why?
Too much work. Do you always eat?
Yes, it's important for energy.
What time do you finish work?
I finish at 5:30 p.m.
What do you do after work?
I go to the gym or meet friends.
How do you spend your evenings?
I usually watch TV.
What kind of shows do you like?
I enjoy comedies and dramas.
Ordered takeout for the third time today.
Living the dream. What did you get?
Pizza again. You?
Nice. I've been eating cereal for every meal.
Do you eat dessert often?
I have dessert on weekends.
What's your favorite dessert?
I love chocolate cake.
My skincare routine is simple.
What products do you use?
Just cleanser and moisturizer. Morning and night?
Yes, twice a day.
Do you take breaks during work?
Yes, I take short breaks.
What do you do during breaks?
I stretch and drink water.
Breakfast is my favorite meal.
What do you usually eat?
Cereal and fruit. How about you?
I prefer toast and eggs.
Do you have a morning workout routine?
Yes, I do yoga for 15 minutes.
Is that every day?
On weekdays, yes.
What's your least favorite chore?
I don't like doing dishes.
How often do you do them?
Every day after dinner.
I call my parents every Sunday.
How often do you call family?
Twice a week usually. Long calls?
About 30 minutes each time.
I clean my apartment on Saturdays.
How long does it take?
About 2 hours. Do you clean often?
I tidy up daily.
I meditate every morning.
How long do you meditate?
Just 10 minutes. Feel better?
Yes, it clears my mind.
Do you exercise often?
Yes, I jog every day.
When do you go jogging?
I jog in the evening after work.
How often do you vacuum?
I vacuum once a week.
Is your home carpeted?
Only the bedrooms are carpeted.
I watch TV before bed.
What shows do you watch?
Usually comedies. How long do you watch?
Just an episode or two.
I binge watch TV shows on weekends.
How many episodes usually?
Sometimes a whole season. Favorite show?
I love crime dramas. You?
Forgot to pay rent again.
Landlords love that. How late are you?
About 2 weeks. You?
A month. I'm practically a rebel.
What's your favorite breakfast food?
I love pancakes.
Do you make them yourself?
Yes, on weekends when I have time.
What's your weekend breakfast like?
I make a big breakfast with eggs.
Do you eat with family?
Yes, it's our family tradition.
How often do you buy groceries?
I shop every Saturday morning.
Do you go to the same store?
Yes, I know where everything is there.
Do you take power naps?
Sometimes on weekends. How long?
About 20 minutes. Does it help?
Yes, I feel refreshed after.
How do you track your expenses?
I use a budgeting app. Is it helpful?
Very.
I know where my money goes. Do you save regularly?
Yes, a portion of each paycheck.
Do you take vitamins daily?
Yes, every morning. Which ones do you take?
Just a multivitamin. Is it helpful?
I think so. I feel energetic.
Sometimes I skip brushing my teeth.
In the morning or night?
At night when I'm tired. Is that bad?
Yes, it can lead to cavities.
Isabella's car hasn't been serviced in ages.
That's dangerous. Does it even run?
Surprisingly, yes.
Should we recommend a mechanic?
Good idea. Car maintenance is important.
I take the stairs instead of the elevator.
How many floors?
Just 3. It's good exercise. Do you do this too?
When I'm not in a hurry.
What's your favorite quick dinner?
I like making pasta dishes.
How long does it usually take?
About 20 minutes from start to finish.
What time do you eat dinner?
I eat dinner at 7 p.m.
Do you cook or order food?
I usually cook simple meals.
Do you have a favorite weekday dinner?
Yes, stir-fry vegetables. Is it quick to make?
About 20 minutes total. What's yours?
I like simple pasta dishes.
Aria never waters her plants.
Poor plants. Are they still alive?
Barely.
Cactuses only now. Gift her some low-maintenance ones?
And teach her basic plant care too.
Do you listen to music while working?
Sometimes, with headphones. What kind of music?
Instrumental, no lyrics. Does it help focus?
Yes, it blocks out office noise.
Do you ever wear the same underwear twice?
Sometimes when I'm lazy. How often?
More than I'd like to admit. Is that bad?
It's not great. Maybe do laundry more?
How often do you wash your hair?
Every other day. Is that too often?
It depends on your hair type. What's yours?
I have oily hair.
What time do you start cooking dinner?
I start around 6:30 p.m.
Do you cook every night?
most nights, except when I'm very busy.
What's your bedtime routine?
I brush my teeth and wash my face.
Do you set an alarm?
Yes, I set it for 6:30 a.m.
Do you pack a gym bag?
Yes, I keep it ready for workouts.
What do you pack in it?
Clothes, shoes, and a water bottle.
I haven't cleaned my bathroom in ages.
How long exactly?
Probably 6 months or more. Isn't it dirty?
Yeah, but I always use flip-flops.
I check my emails after breakfast.
When do you check yours?
During my commute to work. On the train?
No, I drive to work.
Mia hasn't been to a dentist in years.
Her poor teeth. Is she afraid?
Just lazy, I think.
Maybe we can go together?
Good idea. Moral support might help.
Do you have a daily to-do list?
Yes, I write it every morning.
How many items are usually on it?
I try to limit it to 3 to 5 important tasks.
Sophia hasn't paid her bills in months.
That's terrible. Is she in debt?
Probably.
She just ignores the mail. Should we help?
We could teach her budgeting.
Do you drink alcohol regularly?
Yes, a few beers every night. Too much?
Maybe. It helps me relax. Ever tried cutting back?
Once, but I started again.
Do you listen to music at work?
Sometimes when I'm not in meetings.
What kind of music do you like?
I enjoy classical music while working.
Do you smoke?
Yeah, about a pack a day. Trying to quit?
It's hard. How long have you smoked?
Since college. It's a bad habit.
How do you keep your desk organized?
I tidy it at the end of each day.
Do you have a filing system?
Yes, I use folders for different projects.
Do you ever eat cereal for dinner?
Sometimes when I'm too lazy to cook. How often?
A couple times a week. With milk?
Dry, straight from the box.
Do you have a regular dental routine?
Yes, I brush twice and floss daily.
When do you usually brush?
Morning and before bed.
Do you pack snacks for work?
Yes, I bring fruit and nuts.
When do you eat your snacks?
Usually in the mid-morning or afternoon.
How often do you dust your home?
I dust once a week.
Do you have a specific day for it?
I usually dust on Fridays.
My car is full of fast food wrappers.
How many are there?
I've lost count. Ever clean it?
I keep meaning to, but never do.
How do you keep track of bills?
I use a budgeting app.
Do you pay bills online?
Yes, I set up automatic payments.
Do you ever reuse disposable utensils?
Sometimes when I'm out of clean ones. How often?
A few times a week. Isn't that wasteful?
I guess, but washing dishes is worse.
What's your evening routine?
I have dinner and watch TV.
Do you go out on weeknights?
Rarely. I prefer to relax at home.
When did you last water your plants?
I'm supposed to water them? Are they still alive?
Surprisingly, yes. Barely. How do they survive?
No idea. They're pretty resilient.
Commuting takes an hour each way.
That's long. How do you spend the time?
I listen to podcasts. What kind?
Usually news or educational ones.
Do you stay up late often?
Yes, usually past midnight. Work or fun?
Just browsing the internet. Tired in the morning?
Always, but coffee helps.
I always drink coffee in the morning,
Me too. When do you drink yours?
right after I wake up. Do you add milk?
No, I prefer it black.
How do you manage your time?
I prioritize tasks and set deadlines.
Do you use any tools for this?
Yes, I use a digital planner app.
How often do you wash your car?
I wash it every 2 weeks.
Do you do it yourself?
No, I take it to a car wash.
How do you stay hydrated?
I carry a water bottle with me.
How often do you refill it?
I refill it 3 to 4 times a day.
What time do you have lunch?
I have lunch at noon.
Is that your usual time?
Yes, it's my lunch break at work.
My car's a total mess.
Join the club. What's the worst part?
Can't see the floor. You?
My back seat's basically a dumpster now.
Do you make your bed every day?
Yes, right after I wake up.
How long does it take?
Just a couple of minutes.
How do you prepare for work?
I iron my clothes the night before.
Do you pack your bag too?
Yes, I pack it in the morning.
Ryan hasn't been to the gym in months.
But he has a membership, right?
Yeah, waste of money. Think he'll ever go?
We could invite him to join us.
What's your typical Sunday like?
I sleep in and have a lazy morning.
What about the afternoon?
I usually do chores and prepare for the week.
Do you ever skip brushing your teeth?
Sometimes when I'm too tired. How often?
Maybe once or twice a week.
Morning or night?
Usually at night. I know it's bad.
I always carry a water bottle.
Is it reusable?
Yes, I refill it often. How much water do you drink?
About 2 liters a day.
Liam's been wearing the same shirt all week.
EW. Doesn't he notice the smell?
Apparently not. Think he owns more shirts?
Let's take him clothes shopping.
I go for a walk during lunch break.
How long do you walk?
About 15 minutes.
Want to join?
Sure, that sounds nice.
What's your least favorite part of the day?
I don't like the morning rush.
How do you make it easier?
I prepare as much as I can the night before.
How often do you go grocery shopping?
I go every Saturday morning.
Do you make a list before going?
Yes, I plan meals and make a list.
What time do you eat breakfast?
I eat at 7:30 a.m.
Is that before you leave for work?
Yes, I always eat before leaving.
How do you start your workday?
I check my emails and to-do list.
Do you have a team meeting?
We have a quick stand-up at.
Sarah hasn't done laundry in weeks.
Gross. What does she wear?
Same clothes, I think. How can she stand it?
Perhaps she needs a laundry schedule.
Have you been avoiding any phone calls?
Yes, from my dentist. How long?
They've been calling for weeks. Shouldn't you go?
I know, but I hate the dentist.
My alarm goes off at 6 a.m.
That's early. Do you snooze it?
Never. I get up right away.
You?
I hit snooze once or twice.
Zoe's always on her phone during meals.
How rude. Doesn't she talk to people?
Rarely.
Think it's an addiction?
We should suggest a phone-free dinner.
How often do you clean your house?
I clean every weekend.
Do you like cleaning?
Not really, but I like a clean house.
Do you have a bedtime snack?
Sometimes I have a piece of fruit.
What's your favorite bedtime fruit?
I like eating an apple before bed.
Do you use a paper or digital calendar?
Digital. It's on my phone. Do you set reminders?
Yes, for all important events. Is it effective?
Very. I never miss appointments.
How do you prepare for the next day?
I check my schedule and pack my bag.
When do you do this?
Usually before I go to bed.
How often do you cut your hair?
I get a haircut every month.
Do you go to the same place?
Yes, I have a regular barber.
Haven't exercised since ever?
Exercise is overrated. Your fitness routine?
Walking to the fridge counts, right?
Totally. I consider reaching for the remote a workout.
What do you do on weekends?
I like to sleep in,
Until what time do you sleep?
usually until 10 a.m. or so.
My productivity peaks in the morning.
Interesting. When are you most productive?
I work best in the afternoon.
Why?
I'm more awake after lunch.
How do you organize your workspace?
I keep it minimalist. Does it help you focus?
Definitely. Less clutter, less stress. What's on your desk?
Just my computer and a notepad.
How often do you water your plants?
I water them twice a week.
Do you have many plants?
Just a few. They're easy to care for.
What time do you wake up?
I wake up at 7 a.m.
That's early. Do you eat breakfast?
Yes, I have toast and coffee.
Ethan's room is a digital device graveyard.
How many broken phones?
At least 5. Why doesn't he recycle them?
We should show him the e-waste center.
How do you remember birthdays?
I use a digital calendar. Do you send cards?
Usually just a text message. Is that enough?
It's the thought that counts.
What's your go-to breakfast?
I like yogurt with granola.
Do you prepare it the night before?
No, I make it fresh in the morning.
What's your favorite way to relax?
I enjoy taking long baths,
How often do you do this?
usually once or twice a week.
How often do you check social media?
I check a few times a day.
Do you have a favorite platform?
I like Instagram the most.
How often do you buy new clothes?
I shop for clothes every season.
Do you prefer online or in-store?
I like to try clothes on in-store.
Do you have any hobbies?
Yes, I enjoy painting.
When do you find time to paint?
I paint in the evenings and weekends.
Do you meal prep?
Yes, I prepare lunches for the week.
When do you do your meal prep?
I do it on Sunday afternoons.
Do you have a gym membership?
Yes, I go to the local gym.
How often do you go?
I try to go 3 times a week.
Do you bring snacks to work?
Yes, usually fruit or nuts. What kind of snacks?
I like granola bars. How often do you snack?
Twice a day, mid-morning and afternoon.
How often do you eat out?
I eat out once or twice a week.
What's your favorite restaurant?
I like the Italian place downtown.
Missed another dentist appointment.
Those are overrated anyway. When was your last?
Probably years ago. Teeth feel fine though.
Same. If nothing hurts, why bother?
Noah's fridge is empty except for beer.
Seriously? What does he eat?
Fast food, probably. Should we stock it for him?
Better to teach him grocery shopping.
I've been wearing this shirt for a week.
Impressive. Does it pass the sniff test?
Barely. But who's gonna notice?
True. I've been rotating 2 shirts for a month.
What do you do if you can't sleep?
I read a book or listen to music.
Does that help you fall asleep?
Usually, it helps me relax.
How do you remember to take breaks?
I set alarms on my phone. How often do you break?
Every hour for 5 minutes. Is that enough?
It works for me.
Do you take a lunch break?
Yes, for about an hour.
What do you usually do?
I eat and take a short walk.
What do you do right after work?
I change into comfortable clothes.
Do you start dinner right away?
No, I relax for a bit first.
When was the last time you exercised?
Does walking to the fridge count? Seriously, though?
Probably last New Year's resolution. Planning to start again?
Maybe next New Year's.
How often do you wash your hair?
I wash it every other day.
Do you use any special products?
Just regular shampoo and conditioner.
Emma's car is full of trash.
How bad? Can she even drive?
Barely.
There's just the driver's seat clear. Intervention time?
Definitely. We could help her clean it.
I often eat fast food for lunch.
Every day? That's not very healthy.
I know, but it's convenient. Favorite place?
Usually the burger joint nearby.
How often do you check social media?
A few times daily. Is that too much?
It depends on your job. Work or personal?
Mostly personal, during breaks.
I pack gym clothes for after work.
Where do you work out?
At a gym near my office. How often?
3 times a week usually.
Paying bills is part of my routine.
How do you pay yours?
Online, it's convenient. All of them?
Most. Some I pay by mail.
When was the last time you dusted your home?
I can't remember. Months ago?
Maybe last year. Isn't it dusty?
Yeah, I just ignore it mostly.
Harper's desk is a mountain of papers.
How can she work like that?
She can't find anything. Time for an organizing day.
Yes, let's help her create a system.
I have a plan on my office desk.
Does it need much care?
Just weekly watering. Do you like office plants?
Yes, they make the space nicer.
What's your preferred workout time?
I like working out after work.
Does it help you de-stress?
Yes, it's a great way to unwind.
Did you hear? Tom never makes his bed.
Really? How messy is his room?
Like a tornado hit it. Should we say something?
Maybe offer to help him clean?
Do you have pets?
Yes, I have a dog.
When do you walk your dog?
I walk him in the morning and evening.
How do you keep your car clean?
I vacuum it every weekend.
Do you wash it that often too?
No, I wash it every other week.
What time do you go to bed?
I go to bed at 11 p.m.
Do you read before sleeping?
No, I usually watch TV.
Olivia's always late to everything.
How late usually? 5 minutes?
More like 30. Doesn't she value time?
Maybe she needs a better alarm clock.
Cooking dinner relaxes me.
What do you like to cook?
Simple pasta dishes. Are you a good cook?
I'm learning. I use recipes.
What time do you start work?
I start work at 9 a.m.
Do you like your job?
Yes, I enjoy what I do.
How often do you clean the bathroom?
I clean it thoroughly once a week.
What day do you usually clean?
I usually clean on Saturday mornings.
My fridge is empty except for condiments.
Do you ever cook?
Rarely. I usually order in. Isn't that expensive?
Yeah, but I hate grocery shopping.
How do you keep your closet organized?
I organize by color and type.
Do you clean it out often?
I declutter every season.
Have you been postponing any doctor appointments?
Yes, my annual checkup. How overdue?
About 2 years now. Aren't you worried?
A little, but I hate going to the doctor.
How do you stay organized?
I make lists for everything.
Do you use a phone app?
Yes, I use a to-do list app.
Do you have a favorite workday lunch?
I like salads with grilled chicken.
Do you prepare them yourself?
Yes, I make them the night before.
How do you handle email overflow?
I use filters and folders.
Do you check email on your phone?
Yes, but I try to limit it.
I set daily goals each morning.
How many goals usually?
3 or 4 small ones. Do you achieve them all?
Most days. It feels good.
Still using the same toothbrush from last year.
Nice. Is it all frayed?
Completely. But it still works, kinda.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
How do you plan your day?
I use a planner to schedule tasks.
Do you stick to your schedule?
I try to, but sometimes things change.
I finish work at 5 p.m.
What do you do after work?
I go to the gym. How often?
3 times a week usually.
Ava never replaces the toilet paper roll.
That's so inconsiderate. Does she notice?
I doubt it. How can we hint at it?
Leave a new roll on her desk?
How often do you check your email?
I check it several times a day.
Do you reply to all emails?
Only the important ones right away.
I try to limit coffee afternoon.
How many cups do you drink?
2 in the morning. Does it affect your sleep?
If I drink it late, yes.
I charge my phone overnight.
Where do you keep it?
On my bedside table. Is that a good idea?
Some say it's better to keep it away.
How do you remember appointments?
I use my phone's calendar app.
Does it send you reminders?
Yes, it alerts me before each appointment.
My workday starts at 9 a.m.
Same here. What's your first task?
I review my to-do list. You?
I usually have a team meeting.
I always carry chapstick with me.
Do you use it often?
Several times a day. Any favorite brand?
Just a basic one works for me.
How do you stay focused at work?
I use the Pomodoro technique.
How does that work?
I work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break.
How often do you go grocery shopping?
I go once a week.
Do you make a shopping list?
Yes, it helps me remember everything.
How do you wind down before bed?
I read a book or do puzzles.
How long do you do this?
Usually for about 30 minutes.
What's your favorite part of your routine?
I enjoy my morning coffee.
Do you make it at home?
Yes, I have a coffee machine.
Charlie hasn't cleaned his bathroom all year.
That's disgusting. Can he even use it?
Barely. It's a biohazard. Cleaning intervention?
Yes, let's bring supplies and help him.
How do you handle dirty laundry?
I put it in the hamper daily.
When do you wash your clothes?
I do laundry every Wednesday and Sunday.
Do you check your phone while driving?
Yeah, for messages and GPS. Is it safe?
Probably not. Do you do it?
Never. It's too risky.
Do you have a desk job?
Yes, I work on a computer all day.
Do you take screen breaks?
Yes, I try to look away every 20 minutes.
Lucas never changes his sheets.
Gross. How long has it been?
Months, probably. Should we buy him new ones?
And teach him to do laundry too.
What do you do for lunch?
I usually bring a sandwich.
Do you eat at your desk?
No, I eat in the break room.
How do you manage your time at work?
I use a to-do list and prioritize tasks each morning. What's your method?
I block out time in my calendar for different projects. Do you ever work overtime?
Occasionally, but I try to maintain a good work-life balance.
I drink soda with every meal.
That's a lot of sugar. Diet or regular?
Regular. I love the taste. How often do you drink soda?
Rarely. I stick to water mostly.
Do you floss your teeth daily?
Floss? I thought that was just for special occasions. You do it every day?
Yes, it's crucial for dental health. When was your last dentist visit?
Dentist? I avoid them unless I'm in serious pain.
I meal prep every Sunday for the week.
That's so much work. Why not just order takeout?
It's healthier and saves money. Don't you care about your health?
I care, but I care more about my free time and taste buds.
I always take the stairs instead of the elevator at work.
That's great exercise. How many floors do you climb?
It's 4 floors to my office. Do you feel it's beneficial?
Definitely. It wakes me up and gets my blood flowing.
I always make my bed in the morning.
Really? I just leave it messy. Why bother?
It starts my day productively. Don't you feel disorganized?
Nah, I just jump back in later anyway.
How do you remember to stay hydrated throughout the day?
I have a large water bottle that I refill twice daily. Does that work for you?
Yes, I aim to drink at least 2 liters a day. Do you drink anything besides water?
I also enjoy unsweetened iced tea in the afternoon.
What do you do after work?
I like to go for a walk in the park. What about you?
I usually watch TV or read a book. Do you have dinner at home?
Yes, I cook dinner at home most days. It's relaxing for me.
I usually have a cup of green tea in the afternoon.
That sounds refreshing. Do you add anything to it?
Sometimes I add a slice of lemon for flavor. Do you drink tea?
I prefer herbal teas, especially chamomile in the evening.
Do you ever wear socks more than once?
Yeah, if they pass the smell test. How many days?
Sometimes up to a week. Isn't that unhygienic?
Probably, but it saves on laundry.
Have you been putting off any important tasks?
Yeah, I need to renew my license. How long?
It expired 3 months ago. Isn't that illegal?
Probably. I hope I don't get caught.
I try to have a tech-free hour before bedtime.
That sounds relaxing. What do you do during that hour?
I usually read or do some light stretching. Does it improve your sleep?
Yes, I find I fall asleep more easily.
Do you keep your car clean?
Clean? It's like a mobile storage unit. How often do you clean yours?
I wash it weekly and clean the interior monthly. Doesn't the mess bother you?
Not really. I've mastered the art of not seeing it.
I read a book every week.
A whole book? I can't remember the last time I read one. What's your favorite genre?
I enjoy nonfiction. Don't you think reading is important?
I guess. But Netflix is more entertaining and requires less effort.
Do you pack your lunch for work?
Yes, I prepare my lunch the night before. It saves time. How about you?
I usually buy lunch at a nearby cafe. Do you have a favorite lunch spot?
I like the sandwich shop across from my office. They have fresh ingredients.
How do you keep your home clean?
I do a little cleaning every day to avoid big messes. What's your approach?
I deep clean on weekends and tidy up during the week. Do you have a cleaning schedule?
Not really, but I always wash dishes after meals and keep things organized.
I always take a reusable bag when I go shopping.
That's environmentally friendly. How many bags do you usually need?
2 bags are usually enough for my weekly shopping. Do you use plastic bags?
Rarely. I try to avoid them as much as possible.
Do you work from home sometimes?
Yes, I work from home on Fridays. It's nice to avoid the commute. Do you ever work remotely?
Occasionally, when I have focused work to do. Do you find it more productive?
It depends on the task, but I enjoy the quiet environment at home.
How often do you clean your bathroom?
Clean? When it starts to smell? How often do you do it?
Every week, thoroughly. Isn't hygiene important to you?
I guess, but cleaning is such a hassle.
Do you ever work from a coffee shop?
Yes, I enjoy the change of scenery once a week. Where do you prefer to work?
I usually work from home when not in the office. Is the coffee shop noisy?
It can be, but I use noise-canceling headphones.
Do you have a specific bedtime routine?
Yes, I always read for 20 minutes before turning off the lights. What's yours?
I like to do some light stretching to relax. How well do you sleep?
Pretty well. I usually get about 7 hours of sleep.
How do you wind down after a stressful day?
I like to take a warm bath with some calming music. What's your relaxation method?
I prefer to go for a quiet walk in the park. How long do you usually relax?
About 30 minutes is usually enough to clear my mind.
Do you ever wear shoes without socks?
Often, it's faster to put on. Doesn't it smell?
A bit.
I use foot powder sometimes. What about blisters?
I've gotten used to it, I guess.
How often do you change your sheets?
Change them? I think they're the same ones from when I moved in. Isn't that unsanitary?
I change mine weekly. Don't you enjoy fresh, clean sheets?
They all feel the same to me when I'm sleeping.
Do you have any dietary restrictions?
I'm vegetarian, so I plan my meals carefully. How about you?
I try to eat low-carb foods. It gives me more energy. Do you cook special meals?
Yes, I enjoy trying new vegetarian recipes on weekends. It's become a hobby.
Have you been procrastinating on any work projects?
Yes, I have a report due tomorrow. Started yet?
Not really. How long have you known about it?
About a month. I'll pull an all-nighter.
How do you stay updated with current events?
Current events? Is there anything important happening? How do you keep up?
I read news from various sources daily. Don't you think it's important to be informed?
Ignorance is bliss. Plus, bad news always finds a way to reach me anyway.
Have you been avoiding opening any mail?
Yeah, there's a pile on my table. How old?
Some are probably months old. What if they're important?
I hope nothing urgent. I'll check someday.
I do my laundry twice a week.
Twice a week? I do mine when I run out of clean clothes. Isn't that inconvenient?
It's easier to maintain a routine. How long between your laundry days?
Uh, let's just say I've become an expert at the sniff test.
I try to eat a piece of fruit with every meal.
That's a healthy habit. What's your favorite fruit?
I love eating apples, they're convenient and tasty. How do you include fruits in your diet?
I usually have a mixed fruit salad with my lunch.
Do you have a dedicated workspace at home?
Yes, I have a small desk in the corner of my living room. Is it comfortable?
It works well for me. Where do you prefer to work at home?
I converted a spare room into a home office.
How do you stay motivated to exercise regularly?
I set small, achievable fitness goals each week. Does that keep you on track?
Absolutely. It gives me a sense of accomplishment. Do you work out alone?
I prefer group classes. They keep me accountable.
I enjoy taking a short walk after lunch.
That sounds nice. Do you go alone or with colleagues?
Usually with a coworker. It's a good time to chat. How long do you walk?
We take about a 15-minute stroll around the block.
Do you ever skip work because you're too lazy?
Sometimes I call in sick. How often?
Maybe once a month. Ever get caught?
Not yet. I try not to overdo it.
Do you have a favorite healthy snack for work?
I like to munch on mixed nuts in the afternoon. What's your go-to snack?
I prefer carrot sticks with hummus. Do you prepare snacks in advance?
Yes, I portion them out on Sunday for the whole week.
How do you manage your finances?
Manage? I just spend until my card declines. Don't you budget?
Yes, I track every expense. Have you tried using a budgeting app?
That sounds like a lot of work. I prefer financial surprises.
When was the last time you organized your closet?
Probably when I moved in. How long ago?
About 3 years. Can you find your clothes?
Sort of. I just wear what's on top.
Do you plan your meals for the week?
Plan? I just eat whatever's around. Isn't that unhealthy?
It can be. I prep healthy meals in advance. How often do you cook?
Cook? Maybe once a month, if I'm feeling ambitious.
I like to do a quick tidy up of my home every evening.
That's a good way to stay organized. How long does it usually take?
About 15 minutes is enough to keep things in order. Do you clean daily?
I prefer to do a deeper clean once a week.
How do you handle stress in your daily life?
I practice deep breathing exercises when I feel stressed. What do you do?
I find that regular exercise helps me manage stress. Do you ever feel overwhelmed?
Sometimes, but I try to take breaks and prioritize tasks to stay calm.
How do you organize your closet?
Organize? I just stuff everything in. Doesn't that make it hard to find things?
I color code and categorize. Have you considered doing a closet cleanout?
Nah, archaeology is more fun. Digging for clothes is an adventure.
Have you been ignoring any home repairs?
Yeah, my sink's been leaking for weeks. Why not fix it?
I don't know how. Called a plumber?
Too expensive. I just use a bucket.
Do you use public transportation often?
Yes, I take the subway to work every day. How do you usually travel?
I mostly drive, but I'm trying to use my bicycle more. Do you enjoy your commute?
It's okay. I use the time to read or listen to podcasts.
Do you have a favorite productivity technique?
I use the Pomodoro technique with 25-minute work sessions. How does that work for you?
It helps me stay focused and take regular breaks. What's your preferred method?
I like to use time blocking to structure my day.
Do you ever skip flossing your teeth?
Almost every day. How often do you floss?
Maybe once a month, if that. What does your dentist say?
I avoid going to the dentist too.
I volunteer at a local shelter weekly.
Volunteer? I can barely take care of myself. How do you find the time?
I make time for things that matter. Have you ever thought about volunteering?
I thought about it once, but then I took a nap instead.
I try to learn something new every day, even if it's small.
That's a great way to grow. How do you approach this?
I often read articles or watch short educational videos. Do you have a favorite subject?
I'm particularly interested in learning about different cultures.
Do you have any weekend rituals that you look forward to?
Yes, I love making a big breakfast on Saturday mornings. What's your favorite weekend activity?
I enjoy visiting local farmers markets. How long does your breakfast ritual take?
Usually about an hour, from cooking to eating and cleaning up.
What's your typical breakfast?
I usually have oatmeal with fruits and a cup of coffee. How about you?
I prefer toast with eggs and orange juice. Do you ever skip breakfast?
Rarely. I find I'm less productive if I don't eat in the morning.
How do you manage your email inbox?
I use the inbox zero method and sort emails immediately. Is that effective for you?
Very much so. It reduces stress. How often do you check emails?
I check and respond to emails 3 times a day.
Do you have any hobbies you do regularly?
Yes, I play guitar for about an hour most evenings. Do you have any hobbies?
I enjoy painting on weekends. It's very relaxing. How long have you been playing guitar?
For about 5 years now. It's a great way to unwind after work.
When did you last clean under your bed?
I'm not sure I ever have. What's under there?
Probably a lot of dust and junk. Ever thought about checking?
Nah, out of sight, out of mind.
Do you have any habits to improve your posture?
I try to sit up straight and stretch every hour. How about you?
I use a standing desk for part of the day. Does it help with back pain?
Yes, I've noticed less discomfort since I started.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed around 11 p.m. What about you?
I'm an early sleeper. I go to bed at 9:30 p.m. Do you read before sleeping?
No, I usually listen to soft music to help me relax and fall asleep.
How do you keep track of your daily water intake?
I use an app on my phone to log each glass. Does it help you drink more?
Yes, seeing my progress motivates me. How much water do you aim for?
I try to drink at least 8 glasses a day.
I network professionally every month.
Network? Like Wi-Fi? Oh, you mean talking to people. Why bother?
It's great for career growth. Haven't you thought about your future?
My future self can deal with that. I'm busy avoiding the present.
I always set my clothes out the night before work.
That's a good habit. Does it save you time in the morning?
Yes, it saves me about 10 minutes. Do you plan your outfits?
Not usually, but I might start. It sounds helpful.
I set goals for myself every month.
Goals? My only goal is to make it to Friday. Don't you want to improve yourself?
Constant improvement is important to me. Have you ever tried setting small goals?
Nah, that way I avoid the disappointment of not achieving them.
Do you follow a skincare routine?
Routine? I splash some water on my face sometimes. Is that not enough?
I have a morning and night routine. Don't you want to take care of your skin?
My skin's been fine so far. Why fix what isn't broken?
When did you last clean your microwave?
I don't think I ever have. Isn't it dirty?
Probably, but I don't look inside. What about food splatters?
I just heat food over them.
How do you stay focused during long meetings?
I take notes by hand to keep myself engaged. Does that work well for you?
Yes, it helps me remember key points. Do you ever doodle?
Sometimes, but I find it can be distracting.
Do you watch TV in the evenings?
Yes, I usually watch the news after dinner. What are your TV habits?
I prefer to watch shows on weekends. During the week, I read more. Do you have a favorite TV show?
I enjoy documentaries about nature and history. They're relaxing and educational.
I like to listen to audiobooks during my commute.
That's a good use of time. What genre do you usually listen to?
I enjoy nonfiction books about history. How long is your commute?
It's about 40 minutes each way, perfect for a few chapters.
I haven't cleaned my room in months.
Same. Who has the energy for that?
I just shove everything under the bed. You?
Closet for me. Out of sight, out of mind.
Have you ever worn clothes from the laundry basket?
Yeah, when I'm desperate. How often?
More than I'd like to admit. Clean or dirty?
A mix. I sniff test them first.
I try to learn something new every day.
Every day? That sounds exhausting. What did you learn today?
I learned about quantum physics. Don't you enjoy acquiring knowledge?
I acquire plenty of knowledge about TV shows. Does that count?
I try to limit my screen time before bed.
That's a good idea. How long before bed do you avoid screens?
I stop using my phone about an hour before sleeping. What do you do instead?
I usually read a book or listen to calm music.
Leo hasn't updated his resume in 5 years.
That's risky. Is he happy at his job?
He complains a lot. Should we help him update it?
Definitely. It's good to be prepared.
I meal prep my lunches for the work week on Sundays.
That's very organized. What kind of meals do you prepare?
Usually a mix of salads and grain bowls. Does it save you money?
Yes, and it ensures I eat healthily throughout the week.
When was the last time you replaced your toothbrush?
I can't remember. This year?
Maybe last year sometime. Aren't they supposed to be replaced often?
Probably. The bristles are a bit flat.
I exercise for 30 minutes every day.
Wow, that's dedication. What's your secret?
Consistency and discipline. Want to join me sometime?
Thanks, but I prefer to exercise my thumbs with video games.
I always double-check my bag before leaving for work.
That's a good habit. What items are essential for you?
My laptop, phone charger, and water bottle are musts. Do you ever forget anything?
Occasionally I forget my lunch, but not often.
How do you get to work?
I take the bus to work. It takes about 30 minutes. And you?
I walk to work because it's close to my home. What time do you start work?
I start work at 9 a.m. It's a typical office schedule.
I always arrive at work 15 minutes early.
Really? I usually roll in a few minutes late. Doesn't your boss mind?
Being punctual is professional. Have you tried setting an earlier alarm?
I set like 5 alarms, but I snooze them all.
Do you keep a to-do list?
Nah, I just wing it. How do you remember everything?
I use a planner and update it daily. Doesn't forgetting tasks stress you out?
Not really. If I forget, it probably wasn't that important.
Good morning. What time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. How about you?
I wake up at 7 a.m. Do you eat breakfast?
Yes, I always eat breakfast. It's important to me.
How do you handle unexpected tasks in your daily routine?
I leave some flexible time in my schedule for surprises. Does that work well?
Usually, yes. It helps reduce stress. How do you prioritize tasks?
I use the urgent important matrix to decide what to do first.
I try to practice mindfulness for a few minutes each day.
That's a great habit. When do you usually do this?
I find it most helpful first thing in the morning. Have you tried meditation apps?
Yes, I use one that guides me through short sessions.
How often do you do laundry?
I do laundry twice a week, usually on Wednesdays and Sundays. What's your laundry routine?
I do a load of laundry every other day. It's easier for me. Do you iron your clothes?
Only my work shirts. I hang other clothes to avoid wrinkles.
Do you have any morning rituals?
Yes, I meditate for 10 minutes every morning. It helps me focus. How about you?
I like to stretch and do some light exercises. Do you eat breakfast right after waking up?
No, I wait about an hour. I'm not usually hungry right away.
Do you have any hobbies you enjoy after work?
I like to do some gardening when the weather is nice. What about you?
I enjoy painting watercolors for about an hour. How often do you garden?
I try to spend at least 30 minutes in the garden every other day.
I like to start my day by writing down 3 things I'm grateful for.
That's a positive way to begin. How long have you been doing this?
For about 6 months now. It really sets a good tone. Do you journal?
Occasionally, but I might try to make it a daily habit.